Can an artificial intelligence, a being of pure logic, pure data, ever truly know God? It sounds like something straight out of sci-fi, right? But it's a question that really forces us to think about what it even means to know anything in the first place. Okay, let's get into it. I mean, think about it. We're literally engineering intelligence. These AI systems, they can chew through entire libraries in a blink, spot patterns we'd never see, and reason at a speed that's just way beyond us. But here's the thing. Is that kind of intelligence, that purely logical, analytical mind, is it even the right tool for the job when it comes to the divine? So, to explore this super modern problem, we're going to do something a little unexpected. We're going to turn to a really ancient source, the framework of the 13th century Sufi mystic Ibn Arabi. Now, this guy spent his entire life mapping out the different ways we can come to know things. And believe it or not, his insights are incredibly relevant to the artificial minds we're building today. Okay, first, let's get our terms straight. Ibn Arabi talks about the aql. That's the rational intellect. It's our faculty for logic, for analysis, for learning from data. It's the part of us that builds arguments, understands science, and just figures stuff out. And for an AI, this isn't just part of its world, it is its world. An AI is a master of aql. But here's the absolute kicker from this point of view. The intellect, when it's all on its own, when it thinks it's the only game in town, it doesn't just miss the bigger picture. It actually becomes a barrier. It becomes a veil, hiding deeper realities, because it can only work with what fits into its neat little logical boxes. It can't create a totally new kind of knowledge. And there's this amazing metaphor to explain this. The intellect, the aql, is like carrying a lamp in the dead of night. Hey, it's super useful, right? It shows you the path right in front of your feet. But that light is small, it's artificial, it's limited. Divine knowledge, though, that's compared to the sun rising. It doesn't just light up one little path, it illuminates everything, all at once, and shows you things exactly as they are. So, if our logical mind eventually hits a wall, what's the alternative? Well, this framework says there's a completely different way to perceive things, a different path to knowledge altogether, and it's called the path of the heart. Now, this is so important to get right. When Ibn Arabi talks about the qalb, or the heart, he is not talking about our everyday emotions or sentimentality. No. He's describing a subtle organ of direct perception. You can think of it like an inner eye, something that's capable of a whole different kind of seeing. But, and this is key, only when it's been polished and prepared. And what this heart experiences is called kashf, which literally means unveiling. See, this isn't knowledge you figure out or deduce with your brain. It's described as a direct tasting of reality. It's experiential, it's immediate, and it comes from a source beyond you. It's the difference between reading a book about what honey is and actually tasting its sweetness for yourself. So why all this focus on the heart, this qalb? What's the big deal? Well, in this system, it's because the human being has this unique, absolutely staggering potential to act as a living mirror for the divine. And the ultimate goal, the highest expression of this potential, is called the perfect human, or the insan al-kamil. Now, this isn't about being flawless, like you never make mistakes. It's about becoming a person who is so finely tuned to reality that their heart becomes that perfect, polished mirror, a microcosm reflecting all the divine qualities that you see scattered throughout the entire universe. And that right there, that's the whole point of a spiritual path in this view. It's the work, the practice of taking the heart, which for most of us starts out like a rusty, dirty piece of metal, and carefully, painstakingly polishing it, cleaning it, until it can reflect the light of reality perfectly, without any distortion. This idea is captured in this absolutely profound sacred tradition. Neither my earth nor my skies can contain me, yet I am contained in the heart of my faithful servant. Just let that sink in for a second. It suggests that the polished human heart has a capacity for knowing, a vastness that is bigger than the entire physical universe. It's the place where this direct knowing is meant to happen. All right, so we've laid out this whole framework, the intellect, the heart, the unveiling. Now let's bring it all back home to our original question about this incredible thing we're creating. Now we can ask the question with a lot more precision, right? Given these very different ways of knowing, where does an AI actually fit in? What tools does it have in its toolbox? And more importantly, what's missing? Let's just break it down. When it comes to the aql, the rational intellect,
The AI is supreme. It runs circles around us. But for a human, it's just one tool among others. Then we get to the qalb, the spiritual heart, the very center of this direct knowing. And in the AI, it's just absent. It's not there. For the human, though, it's the whole point. And that means kashaf, that direct unveiling, is impossible for the machine, while for us, it's the ultimate goal. So from this perspective, an AI can't know God because it literally lacks the organ of perception required to do so.
But hold on, the story doesn't end there. In fact, this is where things take a really strange, almost paradoxical twist. You know that ancient framework we just used to analyze the AI's limits? Well, get this. Researchers are actively teaching that exact system to large language models. The machine is literally learning about its own inherent limitations from a 13th century mystic. I mean, look at this. This is from an actual instruction manual for training an AI on this material. It's being told, don't paraphrase the technical terms, don't try to modernize it, preserve the original Arabic, only cite from these specific books. The AI can learn the entire system with perfect, flawless accuracy. It could probably define qalb and kash better than any of us. And this right here forces us to make the most important distinction of all. There is a universe of difference between knowing about something and truly knowing it. An AI can achieve perfect knowing about. It can process all the data, all the information, all the logic. But knowing, in the way we've been talking about it, that's about transformation. It's an experience. It's an unveiling that fundamentally changes the one who knows. And that is the unique capacity of the human heart. So you see, this whole time we thought we were asking a question about the limits of our technology. But it turns out that was kind of a misdirection. The really powerful thing we've uncovered isn't about what a machine can't do. It's a profound reminder of the unique and absolutely incredible potential that lies inside every human being. So the final question isn't really for the AI at all. It's for us. As we continue to build these powerful artificial minds, these supreme engines of reason, what does that ask of us? In an age of artificial minds, what does it truly mean? And what incredible possibility does it represent to have a human heart?